Hey guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do your choice number 4 for your pick a card reading for the new year. Woo! I am reading for 2020, but if you find this at a different time, that's totally fine. This is a timeless reading. So before we begin, in the description box, you'll find my introduction video along with the playlist showing each pick a card numbers. So if you did happen to stumble upon this and you didn't really pick a card, again, check out that link, and that's going to show you the introduction to this whole series, as well as it will show you in the playlist each individual pick a card options. And in the introduction video, it will have the decks that I'm using. So that's kind of what you might want to go off of. You can also go off of any of like the crystals and stuff like that. It just all depends on what you want to do, and or if you like numerology and that kind of thing. It's all up to you. So before we also begin, this is a general reading, so if it resonates with you, I am super excited about it. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below if it resonates with you. These will be up for quite some time, so definitely save this video if it resonates with you and go back throughout the year, rewatch it, and let me know. Did January, did that resonate with you? And go through each month, kind of get like that forecast of what's going on. Also, if love becomes a part of a reading, my default is reading to a female about a male, so pronouns are interchangeable, so he's can be she, she's can be he's, he, she, whatever, they, them, whatever is going on in your life. Let's get started. So today's number 4 choice is going to be with our Halloween tarot deck. I'm super stoked to be working with this. I love this deck, so we are going to get started with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just shuffle this. We're going to be dividing and cutting the deck into 13 spots. So one is going to be your overall year, and then the rest of the 12 is going to be your months. Whoops. So as you can see, I just had a couple flyers. So usually my pick a cards, on some of them, I take that as a message. But since I've already announced that we are cutting the deck, that is what we are going to be doing. So I'm not taking those into account. If they really want to be chosen, they will. They'll be cut into that because Spirit and Tarot will do so. If they want you to have a message, they're going to let you have it. And it seems like they are popping out everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to cut the deck here. This is going to be your year card. Your overall year card. Eee! So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then December. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to go down the months, and then we'll do the year one last. It's kind of like the year one's like the big one, and I like that to be like the ending, the surprise. So we're going to reveal, and then we'll get into the reading. Okay, so January is the Fool. Woo, that's cool energy to start the year off. Then we have February, which is 9 of Pumpkins, which is 9 of Pentacles. March is 7 of Bats, which is 7 of Swords. April is the Queen of Pumpkins. May is the High Priestess. June is 9 of Imps, which is 9 of Wands. July is 8 of Imps, which is 8 of Wands. August is Ace of Bats, which is Ace of Swords. September, 5 of Imps, which is 5 of Wands. October, 8 of Ghosts, which is 8 of Cups. November, Death. December, the King of Imps, so the King of Wands. And then for your final card, your overall year card is going to be, drum roll, 10 of Pumpkins. This is 10 of Pentacles. Wow, what a great overall year energy. This is all about family. This is all about united with your family, with finances. This is such a great energy. So this year is all going to be about being as a unit. Now, if you're not great with your family, it doesn't necessarily mean like your biological family. This can be your friend family. This can be you starting a family, getting into that zone of making it your own. So this is such a beautiful energy. This is one of those like happily ever after cards. This is like one of the cards to get. So wow, this is a great start. And just by reading the energies that's going on, this is going to be a great year for us. For us, because I picked number 4 too. No, but it's going to be a really great year for everyone, I feel. I think all of the cards that I've done so far for the choices, but this one, this energy is great. This is a love energy. This is awesome. So let's start with January. January is the Fool. So I really honestly feel, because this is a major arcana, whenever you see the major arcanas, which there are 3. So this one, then we have High Priestess, and then Death. So those are the months that you really want to watch for, and you really want to open yourself for messages and for learning and growth. These are big. Now, with the major arcana story starts with the Fool. So this is the first card of the major arcana, and then it ends with the World. And it's called the Fool's Journey. And I honestly feel that this is going to be your year. I feel like this is going to be a really great year for you because you're starting off with the Fool's energy. This is really what is kind of coming for me is just letting the baggage go from the last year. Any sort of baloney that happened, any heartbreak, betrayal. And this is not just from last year. This is from like everything. So this is like you need to start with a clean slate, put all of your dramatics aside, and just be like, you know what? I'm doing my own Fool's journey. And you're going to end up in such a great spot that's going to build up. And I feel honestly that this is going to resonate for 3, 5, maybe even a decade. So like this is the beginning of some really great energy that's coming your way. So January is all about new beginnings. It's about starting fresh. And it's also about like not taking yourself so seriously. It's just let go. And I think that's the biggest thing is just let go of yourself in the sense of not worrying about what everyone else thinks. Let go, feel fancy, feel free. All right, now we have February. February is 9 of Pumpkins, and this is 9 of Pentacles as well. This is all about abundance and being able to stand on your own. This is also like my single card. So if you are single right now, you are still going to be single in February, but you are just going to be in so much abundance of like your own like money. I feel like during February, you're going to be dating or have a bunch of suitors that are coming after you. But I also feel like you're going to be really focusing on just like healing yourself and like doing stuff that you love, finding new hobbies and things like that. It's such a beautiful energy that's going on. And it's just really like kind of like the treat yourself like month. It's going to be so great. So really just embrace that singleness. And I know like with Valentine's Day, especially when you're single, that's when you go and you buy yourself some flowers, you buy yourself a heart-shaped pizza, you go sit down, you watch the trashiest reality TV show that no one else wants to watch with you, and you just enjoy you and you celebrate you. And that's like the feeling I'm getting for like February, where you're just all focused on you. And I think when you stop focusing, especially if you're single, and you stop focusing on, I can't be single and I have to find someone. It's going to actually, when you do focus on yourself and you still show that beautiful abundance love, you're going to attract a ton of partners. You're going potential partners. And some of them are good. Some of them may not be great, but you're opening yourself up to that. Now, I do also want to mention too, if you aren't single and you're in a relationship, this is also a time that you're going to be standing on your own. So this is just really focusing on yourself, not your partner, and just focusing on getting yourself and treating yourself in that sense. And it's not like neglecting your partner, but it's just like, I got to focus on me and do what I want to do. All right. So in March, we have 7 of Bats. Now, 7 of Bats is 7 of Swords. So in a traditional sense, this usually means slyness, trickery, just being like just really sneaky, not so great energy. Now, whenever I see this card, it's all about boundaries. So I feel like with all of you single people, March is going to be the time that you place boundaries on it, because you are going to be in February doing all this great stuff and really focusing on yourself. And that's how you're going to get like a lot of people that are going to be interested in you. But you have to make sure that you put boundaries in place and let people know, well, you can't treat me a certain way because I deserve respect. So this is definitely going to be the boundary building month for you in March. And this is the same thing with couples too. If you're in a couple, it's making sure that, hey, if your partner's disrespecting you, and it doesn't mean, and I'm not saying like in a bad way, but if you feel disrespected, you need to place those boundaries and have that conversation. So I feel like, and it can be at work as well, things are going to start to test your boundaries in March, and it's time to really place those boundaries so people don't come and take up your time and your place and your energy, and because you haven't established it. Okay, so then in April, this made me so excited because you have Queen of Pumpkins. So this is really resonating with that 10 of Pumpkins energy. And so we also have that 9 of Pumpkins. So with the Queen of Pumpkins is an earth sign. This is being stable, being a rock, being a foundation. This is also an earth sign, which, the Taurus starts on April 20th. So if you are an April Taurus, you are going to have a great April. Now, if you aren't an earth sign or don't have a lot of earth sign in your zodiac, that's okay, because you are going to have this financial stability and you're going to have just this really just like calmness I'm getting, and just like you just can't be wavered. Like nothing can move you in the sense of like you can't lose your cool. You're going to be just like this resilient, beautiful person. And I just feel like with that, it's going to be definite Taurus energy. So beauty and love, because Taurus is ruled by Venus and also Earth. So this is going to be a time that you might be catching some feelings for someone or in the starts of that. But I just feel like this is just going to be your embodiment of April, just this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. And again, it's just going to be like people are going to come to you for your own guidance. You're also going to be other people's rock as well as your own, because you're going to establish these boundaries, and then people are going to come and they're going to see how great of a person you are, and they're going to want you to be there. Now, I feel like this energy is going to really transcend into May, because you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about, this is like the female magician. So this is also being able to manifest things. This is just having this magic that's around you, as well as trusting your intuition. So really trust your gut on things. If something doesn't seem right, it probably isn't. So really just trust that intuition. This is a major arcana, so May is going to be a big month for you. So really hone in on that, on your own guidance, because you have the power to seek what you're looking for. And you already have a lot of these answers. When you have questions, especially if you're looking at these pick a card videos or going to card readers or using your own tarot deck to ask things, you already have the answers. You're just looking for confirmation. So that's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here, which is trust your intuition, because it's really going to shine through. Now, the moon is also on this card. So I feel like if you're going to be wanting some messages or you're looking for messages, really look out for a crescent moon. That is going to be something where if you see that sign, you're going to know, okay, that's what I need to look for. So just keep that in mind for May. So now we have June. And June is 9 of Imps. 9 of Imps is 9 of Wands. And this is a defensive card. So I really honestly feel like you have all this really great buildup, and you're building boundaries. You're strong and resilient. You're trusting your intuition. And I feel like there's going to be a point where someone is going to try to push those boundaries. Now, this can be for work. This can be for relationships. This can be for anything. And I'm actually feeling more like work, where someone is going to try to push you to a boundary where you're like, no, I'm not getting paid to do that. Or it's going to be trying to pressure you to do something that you're not willing to do. So it's pretty much make sure that you are being true to yourself, number one. And number two, there is that defensive mode where it's going to feel like a lot of energy that's heading towards you. So it's going to be heading towards you like that. And you just need to keep that defensive aspect up and don't let people through, because it's going to be over. This whole energy of this whatever's coming towards you and that is wanting to push your boundaries, it's not going to get through if you don't let it, because you have the strength to say no. And, if you have to say no 9 times, then you have to say no 9 times. But it definitely feels like there's going to be someone that's going to be pushing your buttons, and you're going to be in that defensive mode. And this can be also something that is because you're starting anew, you're starting something different. And maybe someone from the past or someone that has known you for a while is trying to make you waver on maybe your new ideals and new self, and trying to make you believe that you aren't, what you are. So it feels like it's some sort of energy that's like that. And you know what? Just don't listen to them because they're not right. This is your journey. And you just want to make sure that you stand up and you defend yourself. Okay, so for July, we have 8 of Imps, which is 8 of Wands. This is fast moving energy. This is something that is coming towards you, and it is coming towards you quickly. Now, with Wands energy, that is passion. So this can be someone, if you're single, this is woo. This can be also if you are in a couple. Maybe something that is some sort of like romance, like going somewhere or doing something that's kind of like quickly put together, fast moving. But this can be also like a career move where something is going to be coming really, really quick and you're going to have to readjust. So it's something that has to do with some sort of passion that's going on, and it is quick moving energy. It is fast. So I feel like this month is going to fly by because you're going to be super, super busy. And that's for July. Now this is August. August is Ace of Bats. Now Ace of Bats is Ace of Swords. And this is cutting through the BS. This is not letting someone walk all over you and you are straight to the point. You're not trying to like pussyfoot around stuff or just make things fluffy of like, well, you could be doing this. It's like, no, you need to not do this and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's very straight to the point. So this is going to be your kind of blunt month in August where you're just going to be kind of done with people's BS. And I feel like with this beautiful energy, and I think once this hits, you're going to be like, okay, no, you're not going to do this to me, or I'm not going to be treated a certain way. You're just going to tell it how it is. And, you know, and maybe a lot of people may not want to be around you. But the thing is people are going to appreciate your honesty and your directness. Okay, so September is 5 of Imps. Now, 5 of Imps is 5 of Wands, and this is all about competition, like a healthy competition. This can be also petty drama. This is not anything to be concerned by. I feel like this is going to be more of a competition in the sense of, I'm getting like, if you are single, this is going to be the competition of people that are wanting to be with you. This can be also a competition that's going on at work. If you do work for like commission or you're trying to get a raise or something like that, you know, it's something that has to do with this like friendly competition where at the end of the day, it's out of all of your hands, but you just have to prove that you're the best person for the job and you have the passion for the job. So do not fret because it looks a little scary. These imps are all beating each other with wands, with sticks, but it's going to be something that's super petty. And it can be petty drama too. It could be petty drama within your family group or whoever you're resonating with, the 10 of Pumpkins, like a friend group. This isn't the be all end all. This is not that. It's just going to be like, oh my gosh, guys. And really focus on that Ace of Bats energy where it's just don't take it super personal. And, you know, if someone pushes your boundaries or does something that you don't like, then you can tell them off. But just don't worry about that card. It's just, again, it's that petty drama and competition. So it's all healthy if you make it healthy and you don't take it personal. And, you know, if you're not a big competition person, then don't participate. Okay, so then we have October, which is 8 of Ghosts. 8 of Ghosts is 8 of Cups, and this is all about moving on. So I feel like there's a little bit in the middle of this year, a little bit of a slowdown, and it feels like it's kind of like a muddled energy because you started off really, really strong. This is really, really beautiful energy. And this is what this is kind of how the universe works, is it builds you up because what comes up must come down. Not everything stays at a perfect linear. So it feels like this is really building up, and then there's going to be a little bit of blockage. But this blockage is not bad. This is not a bad energy to kind of get muddled with. I'm not feeling anything super intense. I'm actually feeling like it's just going to build you up more and more stronger with that beautiful 10 of Pumpkins energy. So that 8 of Ghosts is that moving on from this. So I feel like October comes around, and that's when like the summertime is all about this fire energy, which is interesting as well because of summertime. And you're gonna like move forward from it. Once fall starts to really, really hit, you're just going to move away from this energy, from this like imp fire wands energy. And you're just going to leave the baggage, because I feel like this is also, you're trying to start anew. This might be also bringing up old stuff, and it's moving on from it. So then in November, you have the Death card. And the Death card is all about endings. This is it. This is like you are done. And so it feels like whatever has been troubling you and that you're moving on from, it's over. And you'll get that confirmation in November that it's over. That you don't have to deal with this muddled mess. So this kind of goes back to the new beginnings. So this is going to end, and you're going to still have this beautiful Fool energy because of this muddled stuff. So I feel like you're going to get right back on track because that's going to end. And then you're going to end the year with the King of Imps. And the King of Imps is the King of Wands. This is King of Fire and Passion. This can be someone that might be coming into your life that is a fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So keep that in mind. But that's like what I'm really feeling is that all of this stuff is going to end with that Death card. And then like your passion is going to just reignite. So it's just going to be like a little putter here, and then it's just going to just full on blow. And I feel like this is definitely going to be your year, but I honestly feel that the next year is going to be like, this is going to be a great year. The next year is going to be like, how can I top this? Well, you're going to end on this, and it is just going to keep on going. So make sure that you take your lessons from what is going to happen this year and move them on to the next year. And I'm telling you, you're going up from here. And I like I said at the beginning of this video, I feel like with this 10 of Pumpkins, this year is going to resonate 3, 5, 10 years. Like this is going to be such an echoing part, because if you've had some low years and you haven't had a lot of high years, it's time. And I feel like this is going to be your swinging up to higher years. So make sure that if you have a really great year, that you do appreciate it and you enjoy it. All right, guys, that is it for this reading. Make sure that you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below if any of it resonates with you. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!